Research on your website really and truly can be the face of your program. Hi, my name is Mary Frances Gregorio, and I am the Marketing Manager for GuideStar Clinical Trials Management. Every day I work with research programs across the country in hospitals, health systems, and physician practices to market individual clinical trials as well as promote the research program as a whole. Both of these efforts lead to more awareness for the research program and the organization. This may even turn into increased trial enrollment and subsequently a more financially successful enterprise. This webinar will be focused on using your research webpage to the fullest extent. Some questions you have or challenges you may be facing could be, why do I need a research webpage? I don't have the authority to create this webpage. How do I get the right people on board? And what information should I include on the page? All of these issues will be answered during this webinar. My hope is that you will share this webinar with your marketing or website team so that everyone understands the importance of this webpage and how this page can benefit the whole organization. External promotion of your research program is very important to its success. In a survey conducted by a national healthcare marketing firm, 1,200 healthcare consumers from all over the country were asked about their perception of healthcare providers conducting research. As you can see, consumers view organizations conducting research as cutting edge, and it plays a role in their choice of healthcare providers. The research webpage will be the home base of external promotion for your program. This webpage will be viewed by your organization's internal staff and patients, the local external community, as well as by trial sponsors looking for strong programs to place their trials. You should include information on the webpage directed at each of these audiences. Some ideas you could use are a list of currently enrolling trials, write-ups about the physicians participating in research, testimonials from past trial participants, research FAQs, maybe a blog for research-related news and events, information about your research staff, and of course the capabilities of your site that would be of interest to trial sponsors. Remember, they're looking at your website too. The goal is for your research webpage to become the destination for anyone looking for more information. Listing your currently enrolling trials will not only help with patient recruitment, it may also help with physicians referring patients to the studies and will show trial sponsors how active and experienced your site is. This list should be kept up to date and should explain the trial in layman's terms, because the audience here is primarily potential participants. Remember, any information that may be seen by a potential trial participant must be approved by the IRB, and that may include this information. Check with your IRB of record to be sure. The PIs and sub-Is leading your clinical trials are going above and beyond, so let's give them some recognition. This section could simply be a listing of all active research physicians and their specialties. Another idea would be short videos or write-ups about individual physicians and their current trials. This actually is playing double duty because this is information of interest to trial sponsors. Another great addition for your research webpage are patient testimonials. Testimonials may be as simple as the patient's picture and a short write-up about their experience, or it may be a video including an interview with the patient and quotes from the physician. It may even share great news that the trial treatment is now approved for general use and is now helping many more patients. Research is likely unknown territory for potential volunteers, so a listing of frequently asked questions and their answers would be very helpful. These questions should explain the general trial process, as well as stress that participating is completely optional and a volunteer can remove themselves from the study at any time. The Center for Information and Study on Clinical Research Participation has a lot of information for potential trial volunteers, including a comprehensive list of FAQs. Including a blog on your research webpage would give you a place to post about news, upcoming events, the patient testimonials, or even articles from research physicians about their studies. Blogs are very flexible and can include any information that may be of interest to your unique audiences. Like I mentioned earlier, this research webpage can be used to promote your site's capabilities to sponsors. Here, you could share the equipment and services you have, state the patient population that visits your organization, List the specialties currently conducting research or have PIs interested in research. And finally, share information about your research staff and the number of people devoted to the program at your site. Especially for trial sponsor communication, you want to show that your research program is strong and would be an ideal place for them to place their trial. Last, but certainly not least, be sure you provide contact information for your research program. In case participants, physicians, medical staff, or sponsors need more information, we wanted to make it easy to get in touch. Armed with this list of what to include on your research webpage, it will surely become an invaluable component of your program. Remember, be sure your page appeals to potential volunteers, your internal staff, as well as trial sponsors. All of these audiences play a critical role in the success of your program. Thank you for watching this webinar today. At GuideStar, our goal is to position clinical research programs to be an essential part of the larger organization, bringing a multitude of benefits to the organization and to the community. GuideStar works with hospitals, health systems, and physician practices across the country to build, manage, and support clinical research programs. From helping incorporate a clinical trial strategy to providing management guidance and support, our service delivery is based on operational and financial best practices to ensure optimal results for research programs.